Welcome to Polka Buzz, Western New York's only television dance party show. Brought to you by Key Liquors in the Value Plaza, Cheektowaga. And by Bobsha's Pierogi in the famous Broadway Market, Buffalo. And now, here's your host, Ron Dombrowski.
Well, I woke you up this morning on WECK radio, and hopefully I got you off to church and out of bed. And now you and I are wrapping up the weekend together. A Sunday night with Polka Buzz on WBBZ. Yes, I'm your host, Ronnie D. Kick back and enjoy the music of rare vintage.
Polka Buzz, show number 3. This evening, everybody's going to be Slovenian. Just like you used to watch Channel 7, Frankie Ikovic style. Okay, we're going to do this one for everybody here from Mount Pleasant, Pennsylvania. One called the Mount Pleasant Polka.
Okay, here at the Potts Banquet Hall, Sunday night, Polka Buzz on WBBZ-TV. I have a couple of the musicians with Rare Vintage, so let's quickly find out their name.
Yeah, it's Tim Yadamush.
Paul Dominiak.
Okay, Paul, now you've been with Rare Vintage for how long?
About 3 years now. Jerry called me and he needed a bass player, and I was available. I play with another group, Focus, and
you can mention it.
And he says, that's okay. We'll work it out. You can play with two bands. And I've been doing it ever since, and it's been working out pretty good. It's a good bunch of musicians.
Obviously,
here.
the schedules don't conflict.
Once in a while they do, and we get a fill-in. But generally, there's not a lot of work in the town, so there's no really big conflicts. And it works out good.
Okay, let's go over to Tim.
How you
And
doing?
you've been with Rare Vintage for...
Quite a while, for about 6-7 years now, working on, and it's a great job. I can't look for anything else out of this band. It's a great band.
Have you played for any other bands?
Well, I played years ago. I played with my dad and the Music Express years ago. I'm sure you remember that band.
I've heard of them, yeah.
Absolutely, and that was a great band back in the day, Milwaukee Post days, and I played with them. And so it's great. I've been playing for a long time.
Always polkas.
But I always polkas. I play jazz music as well. I play trumpet, like you see me, and then I also I've been playing drums for about 35 years. So it's been a while. I've been playing with George Scott Big Band, Colored Musician Club downtown Buffalo. So we play there every Monday.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. We'll have to get down there and check it out.
Oh, absolutely, Ron. Absolutely. Come down.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Hey, thanks for being here with Polka Buzz and Rare Vintage. You guys are sounding great. We got a nice crowd here on a Sunday night, and we're going to get back to more music.
All right. Sounds good, Ronnie. Let's do it.
Slovenian wolfsmithing. Another Slovenian polka for you. We call this fine wine. Just like we're Finnish. The older we get, the better we're supposed to be. Don't know if it works. The fine wine polka.
Well, I have to tell you, when I got here this evening, this gentleman walks up to me and he says, "Hey, Ronnie, you remember me?" And I looked at him and I said, "Yeah, you look familiar. You look familiar. I just can't place your name."
Ken Filipiak.
Ken Filipiak. North Java Inn.
That's correct.
Back in what, the 1980s?
80s, 90s, yep.
And I recall you had a Dingus Day party there. I was working with the Big Steve show.
Yep.
And you were advertising with us.
We started advertising with you, and we turned out for 16 years. We started out, had the biggest Dingus Day party in Wyoming County.
Yeah, that's right. You're out in Wyoming County.
Yep.
And that was the Big Steve Polka Show on Woo Woo Radio, 107.7 FM.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Everything was great. We were happy. We had a lot of business due to your advertising. And you were one of our famous people coming in every Dingus Day.
And I got to tell you, you found your way here to Potts for the Rare Vintage Polka Buzz Show.
That's correct. I heard you talking about it, and we've never been here. This is our first visit.
Well, I hope you come back in May. We're going to be taping again, and hopefully you'll be here for the Buffalo Touch.
We will be, definitely.
Okay. Thank you. Let's get back to more music.
So waltz across the floor and kiss me so you'll remember the nights we danced before. And when this dance is over, please dear don't go away. Tell me there is no other, and tell me you're mine today.
Thank you.
Where does the time go? I have no idea, but you believe it, that's going to wrap up this edition of Polka Buzz on WBBZ-TV. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and we enjoyed the great sounds of rare vintage. And I can tell you, I'll drive you home tomorrow at 5 o'clock on WXRL. Hopefully you'll catch me at 1300 on the dial. We'll have traffic at 5:30 and have ourselves 2 hours of some great polka music. So until tomorrow at 5, have yourself a great Sunday night.
Well, north, east, west makes no difference. Any place on earth will do. Well, take me, baby. I don't mean maybe, 'cause I'm so in love with you. Well, I'm so happy when you're near me. Take me, never let me go. And north, south, east, west, whichever is best, for I'll be happy, I know. Well, just because you think you're so pretty, just you think so high. And just because